Now, there's two different things that's working against the LaMelo Ball, right? The league right now is so much talent coming in. Like the rookie of the year is about to be on their team. You know what I'm saying? Like
On Canipos.
yeah, like he's shooting lights out. So you have
He's
B
a stud.
Miller. It's just the level of talent coming into the NBA. It can quickly phase out guys who normally would have got that, first rookie scale extension, and they would think that they're good, but their time on the team is coming to an end a lot faster. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I think Paulo is gonna have his day of judgment a lot faster than he thinks. I know he recently signed a 5-year extension on that rookie scale deal, but I think he's gonna get judged a lot faster than he thinks.
Well, the
He,
100, bro, him and Franz Wagner are both going to be judged.
they're gonna be judged a lot faster. But this is the new NBA now. Like rookies have to show a lot quicker. Because remember, Luka, when he came in, him and Trae Young, they were only like 2-3 years in, and they were already kind of showing, hey, we can make the playoffs, we can win a round or two. You know what I'm saying? Like they were already kind of
But there was
making
still
noise.
flashes of their brilliance, man. That's one thing. Like, I can't really put LaMelo Ball in that conversation because LaMelo hasn't shown me flashes of brilliance. Trey
None.
Young, by year 3, made the Eastern Conference Finals. Luka Doncic was going head to head, shot for shot against Kawhi Leonard, Hall of Fame player, against Paul George. Trey Young beat what? Trey Young went to the Madison Square Garden, and what? He put on a show that was legendary. You
Facts.
look at that. You look at him beating the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, him going head to head with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's shown that I'm a player who's willing to make the leaps and beyond. Bro, look at fucking Kate Cunningham, man. The Pistons were dog shit. Now the Pistons were in a winning, or I think they still are in a winning streak. So what we're looking at now, it's so what have you done for me lately? But also it puts pressure on some of these players. Like we need some results. Lamelo Ball, you're looking at what, 7th season in the NBA now, or 5th or 6th season, 5th, 6th or 7th season, bro.
Yeah, it's his
And
fifth
what has
season.
he really? What has he done to show for it, bro? Like a couple of play-in
Yeah,
appearances.
he's
Come
he-
on now,
he's in the same class as what's his name from Minnesota?
Anthony Edwards,
Yeah, Ant Man. Yeah, he's in the same
and
class
he
as
had a
him.
better rookie season than him. But what has he done since? Bro, they're not living up to whatever hype they have.
No, but their salary has something in common, right? Their
Yeah, they're
salaries,
expensive.
no, their salaries are not. I wouldn't say expensive. Not in today's NBA. Their salaries are between, I would say, 35 mil, 40, all the way up into 60 mil, right? Let's just say that's the range.
Yeah.
Today, if you notice, there's a lot of guys on the trade block, but teams are not really interested. Like we heard Ja Morant, teams didn't really seem that interested because of his price point. Zach Levine right now is out there. Sabonis, all these guys are making $40 million a year, like $40 million plus. The NBA right now, you don't think it's in a weird place where you have these players that came off of the old max contracts, but yet no one kind of wants them, and their current team that they're on doesn't necessarily want them either.
Bro,
It's,
but why the fuck should they want them, man? If I'm a Pelicans fan, why the fuck would I want Zion? If I'm a Sacramento Kings fan, outside of Russell Westbrook, why the fuck would I want to have Zach Levine, who's not giving me any fucking effort? DeMontis Sabonis, who's not giving any effort, who can rim protect. Bro, okay, the numbers are nice, but man, what the fuck are we doing being a playing team? And
okay,
when your player,
I'm gonna toss another one at you. What
yeah,
about LaMelo Ball?
in the same boat.
Wouldn't he be in the same boat?
100%, bro. If you're not out there playing and you're not putting in the 100% effort and you're not playing on both sides of the court and you have a nonchalant attitude, bro, honestly, what else can you say besides go fuck yourself? Your fan base, they're not, Mark Cuban rich. They're your average working class man who comes with his kids and family to watch a basketball game, or a
Mm-hmm.
couple college kids. Bro, like, at least put on a decent amount of effort and, give them a good 2 hours of entertainment. That's the problem with a lot of players, bro. It seems like, bro,
Wait,
you
wait,
got
hold
paid,
on.
but
Is it really a lot of players, or is it a certain player? A certain
Bro,
player.
it's a lot of players, man. You
Nah,
could go down a
I
lot.
would say it's a certain player that's paid under the old max rules. Because remember, we spoke about this before. The end of the convenient max, right? It's the end of
Yeah.
that. The end of guys like like you could even say Brandon Ingram under the old rules, he would have got a $40 million plus deal. But now he only got 30, and look what he's doing in Toronto. He's
I'm
underpaid.
talking. I'm talking about a lot of players that I've seen come and go, bro, as fans. Not even these guys, bro. DeAndre Ayton, when he got paid crazy. Fucking, Bradley Beal. I feel like I could name a ton of players that I can't
Oh
name
yeah,
on top of
Bradley
my head.
Beal's yeah, he fits into that category.
Bradley Beal.
But there's very few guys that make that kind of money, the $40 million range to 60, that are worth it. I would say OG Anunoby on the Knicks, he's kind of around that 40 mil range. He's worth it.
Yeah.
Julius Randle was looking for that money, but he didn't get it. I think Kevin
Shit, I
Durant.
wasn't
I
even
think
Randall
Kevin
plays
Durant.
with fucking
Hold on,
effort,
hold
man.
on. I think Kevin Durant's gonna get that kind of extension from the Rockets.
Bro, Randall, at least he plays with fucking effort, man. I would watch some of these guys. I'm like, man, where the fuck's the effort in actually trying to up your team, bro? Zach Levine, I don't know, bro. It's bullshit, bro. He's full of shit for saying that kind of things to his fan base, bro. Like these guys, like, bro, you didn't do them a favor by playing, bro. They paid you to play. At least
Mm-hmm.
give them a decent game for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, bro. You're paid 40 million for it, bro.
And by the way, the Kings are 2-8 in their last 10 games. So
Yeah, exactly, bro. Zach Levine, number one, you never been a fucking winning player. You had one season, that's it. One season where you made the playoffs.
I don't think he's ever even
Minnesota,
won a playoff game or series. I don't think
you
he.
never won a playoff series, bro.
Yeah,
You've been in the playoffs one time. You didn't go for past the first round. You know, you've
yeah.
you've been a good player, very good player. Zach Levine's he's an entertaining player too. But man, come on, like what is this arrogance? Like at that point, you're better off telling the whole arena to go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, there's quite a few. See, that was the problem with the NBA under the older rules in the old CBA that just passed.
Yeah.
That was the issue I had with it. There were too many guys who averaged the most points on their team, and all of a sudden they automatically qualify for a supermax. Remember, in Minnesota, they gave Wiggins and Towns the supermax, but they didn't want to give Jimmy Butler shit. I didn't understand
Yeah,
that.
bro. It's a fucking joke, bro. At some point, I'm happy the NBA is moving on. What is the product on the court instead of what we think you could be? Oh, if we paid him this much, his attitude changes. Okay, yeah, he's smiling for the first 2 days, but then later on, when you go back to your same old bullshit, you can't cry now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck did we do? It's stupid, bro. It's a stupid mentality, it's stupid thinking. Sacramento, fucking lost that trade with De'Aaron Fox. No matter what, you traded a homegrown talent, and now you brought in Zach Levine, who doesn't care clearly enough to win basketball games. The Sacramento Kings are shit. They're not even a play-in team. They're not a team that can really tank because they have too much talent on the roster.
No,
I don't
they have way too many of the same players. Zach
way
Levine,
too many of the same players, bro. But these players are gonna
DeRozan.
win you games. Yeah, DeRozan, Westbrook, Sabonis. Bro, you're
Yeah.
telling me a 35-year-old player who people wanted to write off away from the league is the player that plays the hardest? Like, bro, come on. Like Russell, by this logic, Russell Westbrook should be getting a max, and these guys should be getting crumbs that Russell Westbrook took. Russell Westbrook's the only one I see, man, that actually like gives a shit about Sacramento. And it's sad to say the least.
Yeah. Now, because we're talking about this kind of tier of players, do you think LaMelo Ball is actually playing himself out of a max contract?
Bro, 100%, bro. I think recently they played. I forgot what team they played recently, but they had to sit out LaMelo Ball because of foul trouble, and Colin Sexton won the game.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous, man.
and it was against the Raptors. They had to sit out LaMelo Ball,
Now,
I believe.
you're right. But a lot of these guys, their day of judgment is going to be a lot faster, and their delusion is going to have to end a lot quicker. Because look, even Bradley Beal, he's still delusional. Recently, he told The Athletic that when you allow me to be that guy, I'll be that guy. But when you have coaches that want me to set screens and play in the dunker, you're not Bradley Beal. You're somebody else.
Bro,
Like,
when has
this is
Bradley Beal
exactly
been
what he
that?
said.
But when has Bradley Beal been that fucking guy? When
Exactly.
the
Like
Wizards were on the 11th
let me
seed?
read out the Wizards
Yeah.
record in Bradley Beal's 5 seasons in Washington. His last 5 seasons.
Okay, this is after Wall,
Yeah,
give
this
or
is his
take.
last 5 seasons. So yeah, let me read his
Yeah.
last 5 seasons in Washington. He was 24 and 26. This is games that he played. 17 and 23, 32 and 28, 20 and 37, 32 and 50.
Yeah,
So
man.
and he's injured a lot too, by the way.
Bradley Beal has been injured a lot, bro. He's full of shit, man. Come on, like, come, bro. You can't, bro. Sometimes I feel like these guys live in their own fucking bubble. Some of these players, bro. Like, there's no way you can say this with a straight face. What you're saying,
But you know what it is? It's the way the NBA was, and also the teams. They empowered these guys. Look at Bradley Beal in Washington. You never make the playoffs, but they reward you with a max contract, with a no trade clause. Let's not forget that he had the no trade clause.
yeah,
So
yeah, bro,
who the fuck would ever give that to Bradley Beal? But
bro.
now that era
Bradley
is
wasn't even
over.
a top. I think calling him a top 20 player during his Washington run is pretty generous, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, I could have swore he averaged like 30 points a game and he'd even make the All-Star team.
Bro, the team wasn't even close to sniffing the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like, come
just
on, you know what I mean? It's a joke. Bradley Beal, bro. Who are you kidding? I can be that guy. Bro, if the Clippers want to tank, then yeah, bro, be that fucking guy. I'm all for it, bro. But if they're trying to compete, then bro, no. Stand in the corner, shoot some threes, bro. Play little defense. Look to play off of Kawhi, Harden, and you know, Derrick Jones Jr. You're like the fifth, sixth, seventh option on the team now.
but thank God that era of the NBA is over. It's
Bro, it's
done.
over.
It's done. Like there
It's
is no Bradley Beal supermax contract, and not in this league today. They would never max out a guy that can't even sniff the play in.
Bro, you shouldn't max out, bro. Like, why are you getting rewarded for mediocrity? At the end of the day, you're getting like,
Matter of fact,
that's what it all comes
LaMelo
down to.
Ball he's not even sniffing the play in.
No, hell no, bro. And I think the Hornets, bro, they have a brighter future without him. To be honest with you, Con Knipple's he's a stud.
Yeah, but you know what? There's no market for him though at that salary. He's around the $40 million range, and this is another conundrum of the league right here. Who's gonna accept these guys at their salaries when they say, "Oh, we're gonna trade Zach LaVine, or we're gonna trade we're gonna trade LaMelo, we're gonna trade all these guys who are making 40 to 50 mil." Who the hell is gonna pick these guys up? The only player I would say that could get picked up at that rate is Karl Anthony Towns if the Knicks decide to trade him, because he's probably one of the best stretch centers you can find.
Well, there's also one argument you're leaving out. Karl Anthony Towns actually plays.
Yeah, he plays too.
LaMelo Ball doesn't play. He plays, but then his hamstring problems, whatever have you. Zion plays what 20 games is like per season, bro. At this point, LaMelo doesn't play many games. Um, Levine doesn't play many games. Like, come on, man. Like, what are they gonna pay you to sit on the bench? Paris Fashion Week, where the freshest endorsement close. Well, there's no reason to bring these guys in.
Yeah, it's just LaMelo Ball in a way. It's sad because it would have been nice to see him in the playoffs go up against a guy like Trae Young. That would be dope to see both of them go
Dude, he's
at
a
it.
fun player.
Yeah,
He's
because
a
they
fun
bring a
player.
different flair to the game. But it's like, hey, are you ever gonna make it? Are you ever even gonna have a season where you finish the 8th seed at least? Like,
Bro, are you
that's
ever
a real
gonna have
question.
are you ever gonna have a season where you play 60 games?
Oh man, this is crazy.
And bro, don't get me wrong. I loved like when he played with Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. That was a fun team. That was a very fun team. But bro, you look at it now, you're like, man, every season's like, oh, LaMelo has flashes early on, he gets injured. Then it's like, all right, bro, who gives a shit? And that's where we're at the Hornets, bro. Hornets are only relevant because of Con Knipples and how great he is.
hmm Now I'm wondering, is there going to be a market for these kind of players once again because of their salary? Who's really going to eat up that much money and trade for LaMelo Ball, trade for Zach LaVine?
The New Orleans Pelicans, the Dallas Mavericks, the Sacramento Kings. You know those kind of teams, bro.
Man, they're gonna have to act like OKC in like 2020, accepting all the veterans that were on those max deals for like draft picks. They're gonna have to
Bro, to
work
be
out
honest,
those type of deals. Oh no, but
those
you know
teams are
what?
so stupid, bro.
But you know what?
Those
My
teams are
bad.
so
My
stupid.
bad. You know what?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work anymore, because some of these teams that can make the trade, no, some of these teams that are trying to trade these guys away, depending on where they're at in the luxury tax, they can't make that trade unless it's for the same exact salary to the T, or they might not even be able to do 2 for 1s or three for 2 for 1s, or just matching salaries with multiple players. They might not even qualify to even do that because of the rules. The rules are different.
Yeah, bro, they're stuck. The rebuild process is gonna be tough for, like, bro, the Hornets. They might get lucky and lowball LaMelo Ball, but man, his future, he's not gonna touch that same money again, bro. He's gonna have to go the Brendan Ingram route.
Yeah, but this is one of the reasons why the players have to opt out of their deal with the owners, because this is such a bad deal with this second apron shit. Because now guys like Brandon Ingram, it's hard to pay them 40 mil when you know it's impossible to trade him away. Like, it's gonna be impossible to trade Melo away. Zach LaVine especially, they're not gonna. No team is gonna bite on that unless he's expiring, or I don't even know if they
Yeah,
can even make that even work, even if he's expiring, depending on, because if teams are at the first apron, they can't make that trade. It would have to be a
yeah.
non-tax team.
Well, who was that? The Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets would have to eat his salary, but even if they did, they might have to give up too much just to make the money match.
Bro, they
Oh no, no.
they
Matter of
just
fact, yeah,
roll.
they would have to give up 2 players, 2 or 3 players. I don't know. I don't know if it's even worth it to take it, because LaMelo Ball, it's gonna come with politics. You have to start him, then he's gonna fuck up the chemistry. It's not the same league anymore. Like, those days of trading away the guy that used to make max money, those days are over. Like,
Way
teams
over,
are not
bro. It's
eating
over.
that no more.
Bro, teams are gonna lowball, and like I said, bro, it's, God bless. Like, make your money, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if you get a couple billionaires to
Mhm.
sucker in a contract, bro. But at the end of the day, at least play for whoever attends those games, bro. At least give someone minimum effort. They're not here. They're not. They spent 2-3 hours in a working day, bro. They could probably spend that money somewhere else, or pay
Mhm.
off some other bullshit bills, bro. At least put on a decent game where they can go home, be happy, whatever.
Yep.